Hello, my fam. Hello, my OCD is triggered because how many did I make already? One, two, I made 3 videos today about the Diddy trial already. And I have to post at least one more, maybe 2 more. But I said, stay tuned for more. And I wasn't able to do that video before my live. Does that make sense? So now people might get confused. If you're watching this expecting more Diddy, I won't be talking about Diddy on the live. I'm going to make some more videos later. So stay tuned for that. My brain is hurting. But welcome. I appreciate you. I am Perez Hilton, the queen of all media, the original influencer, and I'm here every weekday, Monday through Friday at 7:15 p.m. Eastern, 4:15 Pacific, talking hot topics. And if you want, please consider becoming a member of my YouTube channel. Your support would mean so much. Plus, if you become a member, you get to chat live with me during all of my Hot Topics premieres, like Ryan Robinson, an amazing, awesome A+ member of my fam. Thank you for becoming a member. All right, let's get to it, shall we? Okay. What do you all think about Donald Trump accepting that plane from Qatar? Is that how you pronounce? Some people pronounce it Qatar. Hi, Micah. I think it's so bizarre. Hey, 49 Blanco. This is actually Lena Dunham. Lena Dunham. Anyways, Trump is in the Middle East. It's kind of nice not to have him here, although he is still wait, what? Whoa. Okay. Anyways, God, so stressed about so much Diddy overload. My head is about to explode. Anyways, let's not even talk about Donald Trump. Who cares? Let's talk about the Pope in a bit of a related, a little bit of a related situation. People keep criticizing the Pope because they think the new Pope, the American Pope, Pope Leo, is being too political. In a new speech in Rome, well, actually in Vatican City, which is technically not a part of Rome, it's its own city-state, its own country, Pope Leo urged for the release of imprisoned journalists and affirmed the gift of free speech and press. And I guess this is where being the representative of God on earth pays off, because that's what Catholics believe, right? Catholics believe that the Pope is in direct communication with God. Let me confirm that. At least that's what I remember from Jesuit school. Catholics believe that the Pope Okay, look at this. I knew this. Catholics believe that the Pope is infallible, meaning whatever the Pope says, that is That is what they believe. And yes, look at here. They believe that he is the vicar of Christ. The Pope is often referred to as the vicar of Christ, meaning he acts as Christ's representative on earth. He is infallible. And I was right. So, I was just thinking, where in the Bible does it say freedom of speech and press? It doesn't. Does it? But I love that he's advocating for this. I really like it. I was worried that this pope would be very conservative, unlike the last pope, because there were reports that he had voted for Republicans and this and that, and his brother is a big MAGA person. But he said his older brother says that Pope Leo is much more liberal than he is. So people still don't like that the Pope is talking about politics. I'm not mad at it. Good for him. All right. In other, I wouldn't call this political news, but making a lot of headlines from across the pond, Prince William is scheduled to make an appearance on Jeremy Clarkson's TV show. If you don't know, Jeremy Clarkson is this British TV personality, and he hosts this one show called Clarkson's Farm. But in the royal family, he is known for, like 2 years ago, Jeremy Clarkson wrote an article in The Sun about Meghan Markle, which actually ended up being pulled, and The Sun ended up apologizing for the piece, saying that it was misogynistic. Let me see if I can remember more of what he said. Okay, it was published in December of 2022, and this guy, Jeremy Clarkson, said that he hates Meghan Markle on a cellular level, with disturbing language about dreaming to see people throw excrement at her when she is made to parade naked through the streets of every town in Britain. Then, this is all coming back. It's all coming back to me now. Clarkson clarified in a tweet that it was a clumsy reference to a scene in Game of Thrones, acknowledging that it has gone down badly with a great many people. Clarkson ultimately issued an apology, saying he was sincerely sorry. Hey, Halifax Angel. He ended up even writing a private letter to Prince Harry. He claimed. However, Prince Harry claimed that that was not true. Anyways, so back to this TV show, Jeremy Clarkson's Farm. Prince William's going to be on the next season, which premieres later this month. Is that beneath him? Is it low of him? Because we know how this is going to be interpreted, like I am now. Like, oh, wow, he's doing the TV show of the guy who was vicious about his sister-in-law. And I get it. He and Meghan Markle are estranged. They don't get along. But it's not like the prince does a lot of press. Like, why even do this show? There's no need. Apparently, one of his children is a big fan. You've got George watching now. I don't know. I think it's beneath him, but we shall see what more people think. All right. In more news, Kim Kardashian was in Paris today to testify in that thievery, burglary. Jesus, I was trying to think of the word. Thievery is also a word. In the burglary trial, the Grandpa Robbers, I believe that's their name, their nickname, and it was like a fashion moment. She's all done up. And I couldn't help but notice that Kim Kardashian, remember, she was robbed at gunpoint 9 years ago. She was wearing all this jewelry today, mainly earrings, a lot of earrings, but they're probably expensive each one. It's like if I was her, I would have, shown up in something very modest. Austere is the word, perhaps. Um, but let's look at this together. Am I the only one? I kind of don't care too much about this. Let's see what she said. I don't think I'm the only one. There's not a ton of news articles about this. Kim said she thought she was gonna die. Okay. Wait, this is weird. Why? Jamie, thank you. Are there any French people watching? Is it common? People in French courts don't sit while giving testimony? Wild. All right, let's look at this. Okay. It's the first time she's seen the assailants since the night of the robbery, the alleged assailants. Kim says that trip to Paris in 2016 changed everything she used to love about the city. She recalled feeling safe in the French capital, even wandering the streets when she would wake up in the early hours. Packing up to leave the next morning and ready to go to bed at around 3 a.m., she said that she heard noises coming from downstairs. Two men she believed to be police officers came into her room, she added. She said she was in bed when she heard the stomping outside. They had a gentleman handcuffed, and I recognized him as being the concierge from downstairs. I obviously was very confused when they walked in, she said, adding that she kept asking the concierge, "What's happening? What's happening?" I understand how shocked he was, and he was just a victim, just like me. One of the robbers pointed to his hand and kept repeating the word ring. Kardashian said she was pretty hysterical as one of the men pushed her onto her bed. I said to the concierge, "I have babies. Tell them. I just have to make it home." But she said the concierge replied, "I don't know. I don't know if we're going to die." Oh my God. For those of you just joining, we're talking about Kim Kardashian talking in court today in the burglary trial in Paris. Kardashian said one of the men put tape around her hands and mouth while another held a gun up at her. He grabs my legs and pulls me. I'm naked and my everything is exposed. I was sure that I was going to be raped. A lot of this she already said on her reality TV show, right? Kardashian said she prayed for her sister Kourtney, fearing that she would return to see a gruesome sight at the hotel, that I would be dead on the bed, shot dead, and that should have this memory forever. When the presiding judge asked if she thought she was going to die the night of the robbery, she said, I absolutely thought I was going to die. Hey, me. Her mom, Kris Jenner, accompanied her. Kardashian says she hid in bushes outside the hotel until the police arrived. While she was waiting on the bathroom floor for the robbers to return, Kim said she scooted over to the sink and tried to rub the tape off her hands. Her ankles and mouth were still tied up. I was able to get the hand tape off, and then I hopped down to find Simone, her childhood friend, a stylist who was staying on the floor below. Simone helped her cut off the zip ties, she said, adding that she could not have freed her ankles because she would have needed a pair of scissors. While waiting for her sister and her security team, Kardashian said the pair hid in the bushes outside while she called her mom, Kris Jenner. She added that when police arrived, she recalled being confused if they were real police because the other guys were dressed as police. I didn't know who to trust. Oh, wow. Kim says if she ever felt unsafe while alone in Paris before, Kardashian said that she always felt secure in the French capital. I could still go out to eat and go in the middle of the night without security. It's not something I felt I needed before this trip. Now, she said she has between 4 and 6 security guards at her home in California at night just for me to feel safe. Holy crap. Do you know how much she must spend a year? $4 to $6. She must spend millions. I mean, she can afford it, but that's wild. After going over her activities from earlier that day, the judge asked her to describe the robbers in more detail, including their height and body shapes. Kardashian replied that she thought about trying to remember their features, including the color of their eyes, but it doesn't work that way. You start thinking about your family and it all goes out the door. Asked by the judge if she was assaulted or hit, Kim replied that she was not. But she said she was grabbed and dragged into the other room and dropped onto the floor. The judge asked if the weapon was only showed at her or directed at her. Quote, it was pointed towards me to get me from room to room, and then it was pointed to me when I was on my bed at the end. Kim repeatedly told the robbers, I have babies. One of the robbers told her to shut up when she asked if she was going to die, adding that he looked annoyed with her because she kept talking. I kept telling them I have babies and I need to get home to my babies, she added. The robbers probably took $1,000 in cash from her, she said. I didn't give it to them. I think they found it in my wallet. After the robbers left, Kardashian said she hid outside on the balcony because she feared they might return, maybe to kill us, so there were no witnesses. I'm not sure. It was just an instinct. I didn't know what was in their mind, so I was not going to take any chances. Asked for her opinion on how the heist was carried out, Kardashian said she thought it was well planned out. She said that the French magistrate told her The suspects wanted to attempt the robbery on her previous visit to Paris, but decided against it because she was with her now ex-husband, Kanye West. That shocked me to find out they'd been trying to plan the attack for some time. Oh, this is interesting. A statement written by one of the defendants was read out to the court. The man is mute and deaf and can only communicate through handwritten notes due to his ill health. Asking for Kardashian's forgiveness, the 69-year-old said, "I'm obviously emotional about it. This experience changed my life and it changed my family's life." Kardashian, who has been a strong advocate for criminal justice reform, replied that she has always believed in second chances. "I try to have empathy always, but I do also fight for victims who have been through horrific crimes and want to be heard and understood." Wow. I do appreciate the letter. I forgive you for what has taken place. But it doesn't change the emotion and the feelings and the trauma, the way my life is forever changed. Wow. Deep. I wish there was videos allowed, but no. I might make a video just about this. Now I have like OCD. She also denies the false claim that the robbery was staged. Before the robbery, Kim says that she would share security with her sister. "My style in security is completely different now than it was back then," adding that a guard was present in each car. "We try to have security in all the rooms." She added that she did not post to social media in real time anymore unless it was on a public schedule. "It has changed my business in that sense." Oh my God, she also was wearing a large shiny necklace. And she wore a large diamond ring similar to the one they tried to steal. They did steal the ring, me. Wow, that's deep. That's deep. All right, y'all. I'm going to go make a video about this now because I think that's worthwhile. Whew. All right, I love you. Thank you for watching. We'll be back tomorrow at the same time. Well, actually, I'm going to make my Diddy video first. I've got to catch up on everything Diddy. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching.